Dear members, friends and colleagues, we come to another end of the year here at Alzheimer's Disease International, and it is my great pleasure as ever to sum up what has been interesting in our journey together in this year. As ever, I'm Paola Barbarino, I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Alzheimer's Disease International. So let's start with the big numbers. This year, World Alzheimer's Month had 74 million supporters. This figure is even more amazing if you consider 2 years ago we were at 45 million. So we owe this to you. Our movement is growing, our voice is getting bigger. And why this is important? It's important because it means that you and the citizens of your country can raise your voice higher if you know that there is more of us with the same issues and working toward the same objectives. Next year, about 50 countries will go to elections, and this gives us an incredible opportunity to raise that voice. So this is why the two things go hand in hand. Consider raising awareness in your constituency, so that people in your area will feel empowered to go to governments and say, you have to do something for people living with dementia, for the caregivers, and they need to do something now. In that spirit, next year is also going to be very important because we are actually going to repeat the Stigma Survey, and that will form the backbone of the World Alzheimer's Report. We will need the help of all of you to do this. So we need people to go out and interview people in the street, people that do not know anything about our world of Alzheimer's and dementia. And let's remember, there's a lot of people in the world, and still our movement counts 74 million people. So we do need to expand the number of people that understand what a threat, what a big challenge dementia and Alzheimer's pose to our society if governments don't do anything about it. But if they did do something about it, there would be a lot that we could do. As proven by the risk reduction campaign that we launched this year, many governments have taken it on board and are actually now understanding that never too early, never too late is reality, and then they can do something for their population no matter at what age. In the meantime, we have had a great year here at ADI, and I hope for all of you it's been a year of learning, but also of being together and enjoying being together. We have run a number of conferences and meetings in a lot of regions. So we've had the African, the Caribbean, the South American, we've had the Asian meeting, and people have come together from all over the world sharing experiences and stories. That is very important, but even more important is to come in person in Krakow in April, our conference, which will be 24 to 26, to tell all of the world about the fantastic work that you're doing. Remember, you may do it, but if you don't tell other people that you're doing, nobody will actually be able to put that in practice. And in that spirit, I continue to ask you to let us know about your activities, to let people know about your activities in social media or whatever you have, but in general, exchange with us, tell us what is that you're doing, as much as we are telling you what is the best practice around the world. This is really, really important. But last but not least, the work that we are doing is changing the way that people look at people living with dementia and at their family care partners. Although we haven't had a lot of progress on the national plans, a lot of national plans are happening, and a lot of small changes are happening that are making people's lives better. We hope next year there's going to be more announcement, been a few this year, but also we are going to work very, very hard to make sure that the Global Dementia Action Plan is actually renewed for a longer period of time, because it's clear now that their targets is not going to be met at the WHO level, and we do need this instrument in order to bring our governments to account and to tell them what needs to be done in order to make their populations safer, happier, and living better with dementia. We know that there are therapies on the horizon, which is great, and those therapies are changing the way we are looking at diagnostics and at possible administration of therapies. However, they're not going to be available for everyone or suitable for everyone. and they are not a cure. So care will continue to be a very important point that we will continue to convey to governments all over the world. The fact that there may be therapies doesn't mean that we have to stop having care. So care, love, passion, the joy of being together, the joy of moving our cause forward together. And once again, without you, ADI would be nothing. So I cannot thank you enough for allowing us also to grow our vision and our ambition, because it's just thanks to you that we can do that. And as we reflect at this end of the year, let's think about the many things we'll do together next year and how we can recharge our passion in doing it together. I look forward to our first webinar of the year next year, when we will come together to discuss yet more exciting topic. So that is the end from me, and let me wish you a very happy 2024, and I can't wait to see you all again very soon. Have a lovely, lovely festive season.